everyone, it's Carrah and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Sketchbox unboxing video for you guys, and this is the November Sketchbox. Last month I did the October one and you guys seem to enjoy that, so now I'm doing November. And if you guys enjoy these or continue to enjoy these, just let me know by leaving a thumbs up if you want to, and that'll let me know to continue making Sketchbox videos. So for this Sketchbox, I want to actually start off by showing you guys the featured artist. And this artist is named Ashley Hick. Her Instagram is Ashley's Art. And they did this wonderful graphite, I think it's graphite portrait. But yeah, I will link their page in the description down below if you want to check them out. And with that, I'm going to get into showing the actual things that were inside the box. Okie doke. Item number one is in every single Sketchbox, and it is the Sketchbox sticker, which I don't really have a whole lot of places for them, but I put it on my sketchbook last time, which worked out pretty well, and this time I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll have to figure it out. But you get that in every single Sketchbox. The next thing to show you guys is the other featured artist. They made this wonderful whale piece. And this was done by Nicole Aline Legault. I probably butchered the name, but I tried. And I will link Nicole's social media in the description down below as well. Next, I have the list of everything that came inside the box as well as the prices. Now, I get the premium box, which is about $35 per month, plus about $5 shipping, so a total of about $40 per month for one of the premium boxes. As far as everything inside the box, I already calculated all the totals, and everything together was about $43 worth of products, which is great because that means I saved about $3 to $8 depending on how you look at it, because you're paying $35 for the box and then shipping. If you take away the shipping, then it's $8. If you add it in, then it's $3. But I digress. That just shows everything that was in the box though. And moving on to the actual items, I'm going to start off with item number one on that sheet. And this is Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrous Liquid Watercolor, and I have the color Blue Aqua. I've never used liquid watercolor, and for those who don't know already, I am not a fan of watercolor. I have a hard time controlling brushes, and it just almost never turns out very well. So this is going to be a pretty big challenge for me. But this retails for about $8.90. The next thing on that sheet is this handbook watercolor journal, which retails for $14.49, and there are 60 pages in this, not on this. And the size here is 3.5 inches by 8.25 inches. And it's saying it's acid free, which is pretty cool. I never complain when I get a sketchbook. Oh my god, I love getting paper. But that's what that product is. I'm going to put it down there. The next thing I got was this Princeton Velvet Touch Mini Filbert. It's a little brush. And this retails for $8.95. And this is what the little tip looks like. And then when you turn it, it's a lot thinner. So one thick, one thin side. And this brush feels very comfortable in the hand. It has a very nice smooth texture, and it feels pretty soft. So I like the texture. I don't know how much I'll be using it though, because as I said, I have a hard time controlling brushes. The next thing on this list is the Sketchbox Signature water brush, and it looks like it's the fine size. And this retails for $5.50. And I'm going to open it up here to show you guys the tip. So excuse a little bit of crinkling you're about to hear. Alright. So this is what this brush looks like. It might blend in with my skin because I'm white as heck. But in all seriousness, you're supposed to put water in the barrel of this, and then you can just squeeze it to get the water out as needed. And I'm really excited because I have actually used something like this before, and it has improved my watercolor abilities and made it a little bit easier to control. So I'm happy to have that in my little art supplies collection. The next thing I got was this Daniel Smith custom dot card, and it has a bunch of watercolor dots on it. Now, these still are thick consistency, so I can still get color out of them. These are a like test page, which is pretty cool because I don't know how often I'd be using it, so I'm really happy to get something like this. I don't know if I already said the price, but this retails for $3. And I don't know. I'm not going to be using all the colors on here, but I am more than happy to do some swatches of these. And the last thing I got is this Faber-Castell or Faber-Castell, depending on how you pronounce it. It is an eco pigment, and this is a waterproof. It's a multi-liner. It's a waterproof one, and the size is 06. Looks like that. So that's everything that I got in the box, and I'm really nervous for my speed art today, but we'll see. I can't promise it'll be any good, but I'll try. Like I said, watercolor and me, not very good friends. But I'm willing to try anything and step out of my comfort zone, so yay! And with that, I'm going to get to at least a swatching portion of the video and then into the speed art portion. Alright, so here I am just swatching the Daniel Smith custom dot card paints, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. Now, I tried doing the same technique for all of them, but the first two, which is just to wet the brush a little bit, dip in, and swatch. Some of the colors came out more vibrant and pigmented and matte than others did, but overall I really enjoyed the look of the colors. They were all very vibrant and, you know, true to name what they had on the little card. As far as the Dr. Peach Martin's liquid watercolor, that was so pretty and vibrant, and I was so excited to work with it. Now, on to the actual artwork. I knew this was going to be a challenge for me, and I will admit that I did kind of cry and break down in the middle of this, which seems to happen whenever I work with watercolor. I think my issue is, when it comes to watercolor, that I am just too impatient and trying to get done quickly, especially when I'm recording on a phone. Like, I don't have time to really sit and wait for the layers to dry. Could pause it, but then I'm like, well, I can work on this area, and I was all over the place, if I can be honest. And it doesn't help that I'm kind of in a rush to try and get myself to sleep today, so that I can be up and ready for trick-or-treaters later, because that's going on tonight, and I'm handing out little goodie bags. So I have to be up earlier than what I usually am up at, because I work third shift. It was just a mess. Maybe not the best day to record. But, I mean, I don't think I did horribly on it. Yeah, I could have done better, but that will come with practice, especially with using watercolors, because I don't like them. I don't feel like I have control, but I know I can improve that with practice. And I don't know. I mean, I like the colors I use. I think that the colors and everything in the box is wonderful. I mean, it really was. It's just me having the issues and not being skilled enough to use some of these items. Now, I also did use a white Jelly Roll pen, which was not included in the box, but I felt the need to add some stars and stuff, and there was nothing in the box that would really allow that. I would have to, like, go around and try and create the stars, which would be even harder, so I didn't do that. Anyway, this is the final artwork. I don't think it turned out too bad. I really like the galaxy in the background. There are things I really like about it and things I don't. But yeah, that's my Sketchbox thing. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like on it. If you are not already and you'd like to be, subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next video, which I don't know what that's going to be yet. Bye!